Are you serious? Are you serious? Helter Skelter. Remember those words? 1969, the summer of 69, Charles Manson. How he had such a mesmerizing, charismatic, overwhelming, psychic, it was more than psychological capability to lead people. This guy was demonically charged, and a personality mixed with drugs and other types of mind stimulants, as well as mind altering psychedelic process. I mean, he used it all to mesmerize his followers. Well, he's not in prison this morning. At the age of 82, he's in a hospital in serious condition, very ill, according to sources of the LA Times. But they couldn't tell us any further what's wrong with him. But according to TMZ, they're reporting that Charles Manson was transported to a hospital in Bakersfield, California, about an hour from the California State Prison. A California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation spokesman declined to comment to Reuters and anyone else about the inmates' medical privacy issues. But we remembered in 1960s when the Manson, a charismatic ex-convict, assembled a group of runaways and outcasts known as the Manson family. In the summer of 1969, he directed his mostly young female followers to murder 7 people in what prosecutors said was part of a plan to incite a race war. Helter Skelter. Now, members of the cult stabbed a pregnant Hollywood actress Sharon Tate 16 times in the early morning hours of August the 9th, 1969. Manson's followers stabbed or shot to death 4 other people at Tate's home. The following night, Manson's group entered the nearby home of a grocery store chain owner, Leo LaBanca, and his wife, Rosemary, stabbing the couple to death, and used their blood to write "Rise" and "Death to Pigs" and "Helter Skelter." A misplaced reference, of course, to the Beatles song Helter Skelter on the walls with blood and on the refrigerator door. Manson was originally sentenced to death, but has been spared execution, and his sentence has been converted to life in prison, according to the California Supreme Court, and declared the death penalty unconstitutional in the state of California. Charles Manson, 82 years old, seriously ill in a California prison. I'll be back with more. What happens to the spirit? Let me just speak. Look, I'm writing a brand new book called Zombie Apocalypse 2, The Resurrection of the Damned. It's going to be coming out very soon now. And the question is, I deal with a lot of demonology, a lot of demon spirits, as well as a lot of things taking place, actual accounts of zombie activity. Demonically, no question inspired, demonically charged, and the occult, and other things that are involved in this book. But what happens to the demons that are living in Charles Manson? Where do they go when he dies? This is a question that I will try to help answer for you in that new book, Zombie Apocalypse 2. Right now, my book, Zombie Apocalypse 1, is still available. It's at my website, at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. It is our number one. Out of the 6 books I've written, it is number 1. RFID, people really like that one as well. And Jerusalem Jihad and the others, they've done very well. But right now, Zombie Apocalypse is fascinating. If you want to know about demonology, if you want to know how demonic spirits work and understand that book, of course, The Return of Legion, you might want to check that one out at my website, Zombie Apocalypse. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to Bible prophecy. We're certainly, folks, certainly, without a question, certainly living in the last days. Jesus Christ has the power over all demon spirits. And we're going to need that in the last days.